Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Nolensville, Tennessee, looking at another gorgeous luxury home. And I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agent, Jessica McCarty with Compass, for allowing us to tour her beautiful listing. I'll make sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the exterior, family, you see that we have the massive double high-pitched roof, but you also have the board and batten along with the siding and the natural limestone, a nice combination to add to this beautiful home. And you have the wraparound porch. I love that touch, and you're really going to see it all flows together. Now, this home is situated on 2 acres. You're in Rockingham Estates, and so you get a lot of space. And I'm going to turn you around so you can see it fully fenced. You are going to have a gate as well. So this one just hit the market recently. They are finalizing some touches on here, so you will notice some of those things. Now, you do have the natural wood columns as well. So really, at the end of the day, just some beautiful architectural elements to this home that really just stands out. Now, once we get up here, you see the natural limestone continues this way, but you have flagstone on the floor, and that's going to continue over here while it wraps around. Now, get you on this side. Look how neat this is. So you're going to have a total of 3 fireplaces, one right here, one in the family room, and then the additional one inside of the covered patio in the back. Now, look at that. The board and batten continues this way. You have your wooden mantle, and the wooden columns continues this way. So a perfect spot to hang out, have your morning coffee, and look, you have a quick access door leading you in. Beautiful. Okay. So also, you will notice that cream color throughout this home as well. So a neutral color palette. And of course, everything inside of here was absolutely intentional. I just walked through this property and made sure everything was intact. Now you have the glass panes, you have the arch front door, and then let's get you inside of the foyer. Okay, look at what we have here. Beautiful foyer. Immediately whenever you walk in, right here to the right is going to be your dining room. Before we continue, I'll turn you around so you can see the arch front doors from the front. So you have 20-foot ceilings in here, beautiful chandelier hanging down, and you will notice a lot of gold accents throughout this home. Love it. Okay. So now this is your designated study. Sometimes when we go into some of these rooms and it may be used as a guest suite, but in this instance, this is your designated study, and you will have 2 additional bedrooms down here as well. Now you have the vaulted ceilings with the floating reclaimed beams, and you're going to notice the reclaimed beams throughout. And then you have the white oak floors inside of here. Love that they added the arch window right there with the grids inside, but extremely spacious. You see this massive desk right here, but you still have additional space to fit whatever you need to in here, maybe a couch or something like that. Now, as we continue, of course, straight ahead is going to be our formal dining. Look at that. So you have the white oak ceilings, then you have the massive windows, and that's going to surround so you can have that perfect view of not only the front yard, but the wraparound porch as well. You got your gold chandelier right above our dining room table, extremely spacious. And then you will have those discreet floor registers. So perfect to entertain and have the entire family. You are going to have carpet in the bedrooms upstairs. We'll see that. But down here, you don't have to worry about that. Now, as we continue this way, I'll show you the family room in just a second. What I want to do is turn you this way, and that way we can see the entire perimeter of the house before we continue. So right over here, you have your coat closet. Then this is going to be your mud area, also known as the drop zone. You have some cabinetry down there. It's going to be the shaker style. And then look at this. You got your gold hooks inside of there, more like a champagne bronze. You even have an outlet. Then you can add your shoes down there or any accessories. Just have those tucked away and still have that minimal feel. Okay, right over here to the right, of course, is our 3-car garage. I'll show you this. So this was a side entry garage. You still have plenty of driveway available. You take a few steps down here and you can see. So extremely spacious. And then you see you have the windows overlooking your backyard. We'll see that in just a second. We'll get you back out here. So you do have two utility rooms. So this will be your first one right here. You have this sliding flat panel custom door right over here. Real discreet, has that soft close mechanism as well. So you don't have to worry about it falling off the hinges. And then look at this. So you got your quartz countertops, a ton of cabinetry and drawers. And then look at this. Perfect for the oversized washer dryer. You got quartz for your folding counter right above that. And then your additional sink. And this will be your side access door over here. But again, you know, really minimal, extremely spacious. And really from the front, it may be deceiving, right? Because you might think, hey, this is probably like a small cottage house or something like that. In fact, this is over 5,000 square feet, believe it or not. So it'll all make sense once we go to the second level and see the rest of the home. But yeah, over 5,000 square feet, when we've seen some homes that look slightly bigger than this from the outside, and they were only 3,500 square feet, 3,700 square feet. So, okay, so will be your guest suite over here. Cool thing is, you see where the garage is. So if they wanted to come from that quick access door from the utility room and then just head straight into their bedroom, if you have some guests or the mother-in-law over here, this is perfect. But clearly, you could fit a queen size bed in here, the whole bedroom set, possibly even a king, to be honest with you. I'll see about getting the dimensions. I don't have them offhand just yet. Now you have your ensuite. Love that they added the shower bench in here. Look at that. Then you got your shower niche, your floor to ceiling tile shower surround. And as I turn you around right over here, look at that. You got your black leathered granite countertops over here. Rest of the home will have the quartz, but you do have a walk-in closet. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get to the bread and butter, what I know you wanted to see. Of course, the family room and the kitchen. Okay, so look at this. So you'll notice that arch theme throughout the home, right? We've seen that a couple times so far, but you have the arch built-ins, custom cabinetry. Then you have the Archistone fireplace, as you can see, reclaimed beams inside of here, and that's going to continue all the way to the kitchen. So a very seamless transition heading over there. Before we do continue, look at this. So right here, you are going to have the powder bath as well as your bar area. So perfect for serving your guests. You see, you got the herringbone backsplash. That's going to be floor to ceiling. Then the custom cabinetry continues this way. Your quartz countertops. You already have a KitchenAid ice maker as well as a beverage fridge right over there. And the rest of the appliances are going to be Gen Air. So top of the line, stainless steel, paneled, all that good stuff. So you have that massive quartz vanity, beautiful pendant lights. See the massive mirror as well. And then you even have a ledge right there. So that's neat. So it looks like inside of here, we have 10-foot ceilings with the 8-foot sliders right there. And then that's going to lead you to your covered porch over there as well. And then you already have your built-in pool. And what you see is certainly what you get. So it is for sale as we speak for just under 2.7 million at the time of this recording. So, I mean, goodness gracious, you can get 2 acres, just over 5,000 square feet, everything you see inside of here, or at least the appliances, for that price. Okay, now you got your open concept dining area. So you have the formal and then more of the informal on this side. Floating shelving right over here. The neat thing is you have 2 sinks. So you have your island sink over there, right? Just washing your hands, serving drinks or something like that. And then your main sink over here, overlooking the front yard and that wraparound porch. Got your quartz countertop, stacked cabinetry, right? And then the quartz on the backsplash. We do have the pot filler. We talk about that all the time in the comments, right? But you got these giant pendant lights right above our island as well. And then look at the space. So you have the 2-tone cabinetry. So you got the matching custom cabinetry as we've seen over there, and then the additional ones right over here. But built-in Jenn-Air microwave, your paneled refrigerator. I'll open up some of these drawers for you so you can see the space. We got the soft closing, and when I say it's more of like a secondary sink, right? You see the size of this one, obviously not used or meant to be used as your main one. But look at this. You can fit as many Coke Zeros as you want inside of there. Any drinks that you can fathom. I mean, goodness, you get a 84 pack or something like that. But look at this. So this vent hood right here is like a Roman clay. It's really neat. It's called Portola. But you have that 6-burner range as well as the griddle, of course the pot filler, and then you have these pop out outlets right here. And those are going to be gold right there. A lot of times I've seen them more of that like matte black, but a nice addition to the home. And then that travertine looks like backsplash on this side. So a lot of cool finishes throughout this home. I mean, even just looking at the depth in these cabinets, you can see how spacious it is. So if you haven't let me know, please do inside of the comments what you're thinking about this floor plan. I mean, it's a nice, cozy, intimate floor plan, perfect for families. Okay, so now we're gonna head right over here. To the right is our pantry. So you'll see this right now. Look at this. So that off-white cabinetry continues this way. You got your gold light fixture right above there, some additional counter space, plenty of shelving, and then your drawers and your cabinets right down here. So I love what I'm seeing inside of here. You even have an additional refrigerator right here, like a mini refrigerator. And of course, even over here, look at this. Some additional storage shelving. Okay, so now heading to the primary suite. So I'm gonna show you this first and foremost. So you have this door leading you right there to your backyard. And then look at this. That king size bed, your vaulted ceilings, the exposed beams, shiplap on the top as well. Look how massive the room is in itself. I'm telling you, you're starting to notice where that 5,000 plus square feet is at, right? It's inside of the bonus rooms, the primary bedrooms, the study, things like that. So you will have the separate walk-in closet. It's right there towards the doorway. We'll see that in just a second. I'll do a quick pan again. And you will notice the outlets inside of the baseboard. So if you have any lamps or anything like that, just kind of keep those out of the way. And now heading to our walk-in primary bathroom. Wow. So you got a massive freestanding tub, the mosaic tiling in here, quartz countertops, his and hers sinks. Straight ahead is our water closet. You will have a pocket door inside of there and a storage closet. You'll see that in just a second. But look at that. Really nice color combination. Got your circle mirrors with your gorgeous pendant lights on both sides. Then you got your window with the grid inside of there, glass enclosed shower. You do have your waterfall shower head right above there, as you can see. And then you got another massive shower head, your shower niche. And then this one's zero threshold. So the mosaic tiling continues in here, but then you have the marble floor to ceiling and your shower bench. Love that. And then you will notice that gold trim throughout. So it's matching our circle mirror frame. Love that. And then I'll even do a close-up. You see that with the gold hardware right there. And this is the first time I've seen a closet inside of the water closet, right? So if you need to stock up on all the toilet paper, you don't have to worry about yelling to your kids or, your wife or husband. about bringing you some toilet paper. I'll tell you, you can stack up in there and you will be good to go. Okay, as we continue, now here is our walk-in closet. So you only have one, but it is pretty massive in my opinion. You see you got the accent lighting, illuminating your wardrobe. You got your additional cabinetry all along right over there, as you can see. And then you even have some floating shelves on this side. So a ton of storage to work with. I mean, goodness, if you cannot fit your wardrobe in here, we might need to be doing some purging or something like that. And then that soft closing even continues in there. Okay. So far, so good. And I believe that was the entire first level. I don't think we missed anything. If we did, you could rewind it back. I think we might have covered it. So now let's go ahead and head to the second level. Again, one more look at that chandelier right there. A neat addition. You know, it's really cool going into a lot of these homes because you get to see different styles of chandeliers. I tell you, it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes as I'm walking through because I want to, you know, make sure I'm saying the right names for a lot of these things, like a 2-tier wagon wheel chandelier or something like that, for example. And Google has this feature on the app where you can take a picture of something and then it kind of gives you an idea of what it is. So that takes me about 15 minutes or so before we start. Okay, so now you see we have the fresh carpet inside of here. Look at this. First bedroom. So the queen bedroom set fits extremely perfect in here. You got your windows, 3 windows with the grids inside overlooking the front yard. As you can see, this is going to have a massive walk-in closet. Look at this. So they didn't skimp on the closet space. You already got your built-in shelving. As you can see, plenty of racks to hang your clothes. And now we'll head this way. So you got your quartz countertops in here. We got that off-white cabinetry, but with the matte black hardware. You got your custom mirror frame with your beautiful modern sconces. As we continue this way, you got your toilet right over here. This is going to be, of course, a shared bathroom. You got tile flooring in here. This is an attic space. So you have some additional storage. And I'll show you how much space that you got in here. So ton of room to work with. You're gonna have your walk-in shower. This one is gonna have its shower bench right there. And if you ever wanted to change out the shower head, you can certainly do that, but I don't see why you would need to unless you want one of those shower wands. Then you got your quartz in here, the same mirror frame and sconces. And then this is for the other bedroom. So both of the closets, walk in, extremely spacious. You even have some additional space on top right there. And look at this. So you got a recessed area right here, almost like a little bump out. If you wanted to add that desk, have a gorgeous view. And then the queen bedroom set would fit perfect in here. And again, what I'm doing now is it's in the works as we speak, but sometimes, you know, we may go into some rooms that may be vacant, no furniture in there, and it's hard to really get the best idea about the layout or how much space is actually in there. So we're working on something right now as we speak to possibly add the furniture in, let's say virtually. In fact, it's quite challenging based on the software that we have now, but I'm getting something that'll be appealing to you. So stay tuned for that. Okay, this is our second laundry room, as you can see, but they even have the sink in here. Look at that. The matte black hardware inside of here. That's going to be for a stackable washer and dryer. And you got the checkered tile down there. White oak floors in the main areas, except for the bedrooms, as you can see. Now, this is going to be a shared bathroom. This is going to be for the bonus room, because it's most likely if you're going to use that as a game room or a children's retreat, you'll see why that might make sense. This is going to have that shower tub combo with your brass mirror frame and brass sconce right above there. Tile flooring. And this is your fifth and final bedroom. So this one already has a little built-in desk kind of situation over here. So you can use that if you choose to, or just have that as some, maybe some decor or something like that. But this carpet feels amazing on my feet. Get you around right over here. So each closet was extremely spacious. I mean, all 5 of them that we've seen. So I know you can appreciate that. Now before we head to the last room, let me show you this. Got a coat closet here, or a storage closet if you want to use it. But look how massive this is. So I'll turn you around before we take a look at that area. But you have a dry bar over here, perfect for serving your guests. If you want to have a beverage fridge inside of here, you can do that. You got the LED lighting right underneath here. As you can see, massive light fixture right above there. Perfect amount of counter space. But again, as you can see, look at this. I'll stand on this angle. You can choose to do whatever you please inside of here. If you wanted to use this as a media area, you could do that. This would be a perfect game room. I mean, gosh, having the pool table in here with a poker table. Even if you want to just use this as a lounge area, have that massive L-shaped couch or something like that to entertain all your guests, that's perfect. And of course, whenever you walked in, you have the staircase right away. So they don't even need to go to the family room. They just head straight up here and you are good to go. Got your double doors here leading into the storage closet. Perfect amount of space to entertain. Okay, so that was the entire second level. As you can see, hopefully the floor plan made complete sense to you. And like I said, this is on 2 acres. You're gonna have, it's in Rockingham Estate. So you are gonna have some more homes being built here. So you don't have to worry about being too lonely out here, but you still will have plenty of space, right? You can see where the property line is. It's completely fenced, even towards the front, as you saw. So hopefully you don't despise neighbors too much. All right, so let's get you out here. So you will notice the flooring, really neat touch. You got unfilled travertine, and that's gonna continue even out there towards your pool. Just got my shoes on, sorry about that. Now you have the board and batten that continues here, but then that natural limestone fireplace around your natural wood mantle right there as well. Your painted ceilings back here, or if you want to call it soffit, you can certainly do that. You have a massive kitchen with that natural wood vent hood. I'm telling you, this place is ready to entertain, hosts, gatherings, all of the above. And look how much room you still even got out here. So you saw the amount of space that you had in the front yard, and look at how spacious it is in the back. So the possibilities are endless. If you wanted to have all the amenities out here for the children, grandchildren, anything like that, look how much room you still have available, not to mention even in the front. So you still have that view. And then look at this massive pool. So I know you can appreciate this, because a lot of times, they don't have to do this, right? It is of course appealing, but the fact that they have already have the gunite pool is definitely a plus. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful home right here in Nolensville, Tennessee. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.